Today, I tried to beat Minecraft in under 30 minutes, and it was extremely difficult. So, can a guy like me with 2 brain cells beat Minecraft? Probably not. Also, we're getting really close to 300 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So, if you do end up enjoying the video, then please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. So, after having no idea what I was getting myself into, I loaded up world number 1. After roaming around for a bit, I found a village. I saw the stair thing in the village, but it was actually a desert temple. I started breaking and entering all the houses in the village and stole their beds for the dragon. I then went into the desert temple but got demolished by 2 skeletons, and that was the end of world number 1. World number 2, I spawned in, got some wood, did some speed crafting, kind of, and then got some stone tools. I looked around in the ocean for shipwrecks, but all I could see was water. I tried my luck with the 9-9 trick, but today just wasn't my day. I got distracted by an underwater cave and got some iron and some coal, and then I cooked some food. But then I ran into a dead end. Then I found a massive hole and broke my legs trying to get down. I got some more iron and then made a shield. Then dislocated a few more joints trying to go down and somehow found diamonds. I went back up and got some water and then slept. I made an iron pickaxe and went back down to get those diamonds. I tried to water bucket clutch and then I died. World 3, I decided to only continue speedrunning if the world was worth it, and I roamed around for a bit in this one and it was kind of bad. So I just broke my legs again and moved on to the next one. World 4, I spawned in a mangrove swamp, which I didn't even know was possible, but this one was a dud too. World 5, I spawned in a savanna, broke my legs, and then found a village where I committed vandalism and even more vandalism when I got stone tools. I betrayed my wooden pickaxe, got some iron and food and made a bucket. I punched this villager for no reason and got a... Wait, what? It's called a leather cap? What is this? Why did no one ever tell me about this? What? Then I went to find some lava but got distracted by the aquifer, which had some iron. I then couldn't find anything else, so I left. I then found this cave, but it was bad. Then I found this massive ravine. I went down and got a ton of iron, but forgot how to craft an iron pickaxe. What am I doing? I then went deeper and found a lava pool and diamonds. Then I made the worst speed portal ever. I had no idea what I was doing. I also made this wall so if I mess up, all the lava won't go. I then tried to make it from memory, but I messed up. But I still somehow made the most rip-off speed portal I have ever seen. So then I entered the nether for the first time. My spawn wasn't too great, but after roaming around for a bit, I found a fortress. I went in the fortress and found a blaze spawner. I got a few blaze rods, but then forgot I was bad at the game. I went back in for round 2, but it was hopeless. Round 3, I got a few more rods, but then got low and cornered, and eventually I died. At this point, I was fed up, so I went on to YouTube and tried to learn speedrunning. Keyword tried. But eventually I came across this video by Recrap, and I am not kidding when I say this video was absolutely amazing. It had everything I needed as a beginner, and it was so easy to understand, so big thanks to Recrap. So after watching the video, I learned many things, which I will tell while I do the rest of my runs. But one thing that I didn't know was that most speedruns are done on 1.16.1 and it's totally legal. So I changed my version to 1.16.1 and opened Minecraft as a hopefully pro speedrunner. World 6. I spawned in a savannah and after roaming around for a bit, I found a village. I then did the usual, got wood, then stone, and then stone tools. I then unalived the iron golem and got the max iron I needed. Then got some hay bales for food. Then I went around and dug near water pools because lava pools are much likely to spawn underwater pools. But I just couldn't find one. Then I found a desert temple, but it was worthless, so I just ended the run. World 7. I had some weird terrain generation and a pink sheep, but it was a dud. World 8. I found a shipwreck, but for the love of God, I could not find the chest. Then I went on a dud streak. Dud, 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 dud. World 18 was different. I found a snowy village, I got some wood and stone, and then killed a big guy. I made a water bucket, and after becoming Christopher Columbus, I found a lava pool. I then made an actual speed portal. I mean, look at this. Who knew that making a speed portal was this easy? I then used a new trick I learned to light the portal since I didn't have flint and steel. I placed some lava below the wood and then waited for the wood to catch fire and then lit the portal. I went in the nether and got the worst possible spawn ever. I guess this one wasn't different after all. World 19 was a dud, World 20 was a dud too, and so was World 21. World 22, I spawned next to a village and got lucky with some iron armor and tools from the blacksmith. I then went on to get some wood, stone, food, and the iron golem, and then did the first new strategy of this speedrun. So basically, you need 7 iron or minimum 6 to enter the nether, 3 for a bucket, 3 for a pickaxe, and optionally 1 for a flint and steel. You're guaranteed 3 iron from the iron golem, but you still need 3 more. You can do this by first getting 3 emeralds by trading wheat to a farmer, and then make a barrel to get a fisherman, and trade with him for a bucket of cod, which is what we need 3 of the 6 iron for. I then found this lava pool and made yet another beautiful speed portal and lit it with only the wood lava thing. Yes, that's totally the official term for it. In the nether, I spawned right next to the fortress, which is amazing. I then found the spawner and died to one singular blaze. I mean, what? World 23. I got a gold chestplate and hoe from a ruined nether portal and made my way to a nearby village. I then got very lucky with an iron pickaxe from a blacksmith and then also made a bucket from the iron golem. I then spent 10 whole minutes trying to find a lava pool. I swear lava pools are like actually my worst enemy from now. World 24 had some more insane terrain but was also a dud. World 25 more insane terrain but a dud too. World 26 dud. World 27 dud again. World 28 looked very promising after finding a double village, getting insane blacksmith luck and getting the fastest nether yet. But then all I had were 2 words: basalt deltas. I swear, why is everything against me this video? World 29, I found a village and did the usual. Then came across a ruined nether portal and looted it. And also a desert temple. I found a lava pool and then made a perfect speed portal, and this time the nether was actually good. I used something called micro lensing to find a bastion in which I see where there is a higher concentration of entities as there are more entities in bastions. Damn, that was a tongue twister. Also, this is a good time to mention why I switched to 1.16.1. The reason is because in 1.16.1 there are no piglin brutes, which are unreasonably overpowered and a big pain in the butt. But the main reason is that the ender pearl trades for piglins are way better in 1.16.1, which is why I'm going to bastions in the first place. I immediately noticed that this was a treasure bastion, and this was good as I didn't know any bastion routes, because most of the gold was just in the center of a treasure bastion. So I dropped down and mined the gold and made the most sketchy trades with all the piglins. After getting a good amount of pearls, I used the pie chart to locate the fortress. How this pie chart works can show if there are mob spawners in your loaded chunk. And guess what fortresses have? Correct, mob spawners. So by lowering and increasing my render distance to pinpoint how many chunks far away a fortress was, I loaded exactly one chunk less than the number and went one chunk in each direction to find the direction of the fortress. After locating the fortress, I made my way towards it and didn't mean to get this achievement. I tried to pull into the fortress. I somehow missed the most easiest pull ever, but luckily I had a fire res potion. I then made my way back into the fortress and used some rules like where to go if there's a stair or balcony to get to the exterior of the fortress, because that's where blaze spawners are. After getting all the blaze rods I needed and crafting some stuff for the dragon fight, I made my way over to the stronghold ring thingy. Yes, that's definitely the official name, where the first 3 strongholds spawn. So blind traveling to this ring makes it more likely to find the stronghold faster. After spawning in a cave under the ocean, I slept and used yet another speedrunning technique called triangulation. Now, even though it seems complicated, it's actually kind of simple. So basically, in this method, you use trigonometry to triangulate the approximate coordinates of the stronghold. Yes, that thing you learned in high school that you never thought you would use. But the thing is, I'm still in high school, so I already know this. Even though it's not too complicated, in simple terms, you basically measure the horizontal angle of one eye and then sprint jump 4.5 blocks at approximately 90 degrees and then throw another eye and measure its angle as well. Then you use these 2 angles and the distance between the throws to calculate the 2 sides of this triangle and where they intersect each other using sine cos tan to pinpoint the approximate location of this stronghold. Did everyone understand? No? Only me? Okay. So professional speedrunners measure the angles perfectly and use a legal bot to do all the calculations, but I just did all the calculations myself on a paper. Since I measured the angles roughly, I had to throw another eye or 2 to find a stronghold. I then went to the 4 intra-chunk chords in the chunk where the stronghold was, as this is where the entrance staircase spawns. I then spent 10 whole minutes trying to find the portal room. I even tried using this pie chart trick similar to the one I used for the nether fortresses, but for some reason it didn't work. After finding the portal and crafting my bed, I went in. I threw a pole and made this mini pillar to help place the beds. I then went as far as I can so the dragon is more likely to perch. And then I waited. At this point I was way over my time limit, but I still want to beat my dragon once, at least once. I then tried to break some crystals to make him perch faster, but by the time I climbed the second tower, it was already over. I was broken. I was this close. This close. I had given up. But then, after a good night's sleep and newfound motivation, I was sure I was going to complete this video no matter what. World 30. I spawned next to a village and did the usual of getting stone tools and some iron. I then became Christopher Columbus again, just trying to find a lava pool, but eventually just gave up. World 33. Where do World 31 and 32 go, you ask? Well, I have no idea. Also, World 33 was a dud. Then we had our second dud street, and it was massive. And when I say massive, I mean massive. Dud, 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 dud. Dud 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 dud. World 47 was different to say the least. I spawned close to a village and got a necessary iron pickaxe and unnecessary but useful iron armor from the blacksmith. I then got some food and the iron golem for a bucket. I then heard some lava and dug down to it and made a pretty clean speed portal. I then got pretty bad nether, so after a long search I just ended the run. World 48. I got a flint and steel and a gold axe from a ruined nether portal and made my way over to the village. I got the iron golem and some food, and after searching for 5 minutes I heard lava again, so I dug down and messed up my speed portal twice. But eventually I went to the nether, but like the previous run, this nether was bad, so I just ended the run. World 49. I did the usual wood, stone, food, iron, and did the god bucket strategy again. I searched for a lava pool for like 5 minutes. I swear lava pools should not be this hard to find. Anyway, I dug down in search for one and I actually found one along with some diamonds. So I built a pretty claustrophobic speed portal, but I messed up and died. World 50. I got a shipwreck and then found a village. I also got. Is that a 10 hole iron? That's actually wild. I then found another village and a desert temple before I found a lava pool. I made a pretty good speed portal and checked out the desert temple before going into the nether. But like fate would have it, this was the worst nether yet. But then World 54 happened. I spawned inside a village and got some stone tools, food and iron, got a few beds, and found a close by ruined portal which was completable. I swear, guys, I am not cheating. Then in the nether, my portal spawned right next to a bastion. Okay, look, I swear this looks very set up, but this is actually what happened. You just have to believe me. I killed this hoglin and identified that this was a bridge bastion. And this was good as the route for this one was extremely easy and is the only one I remembered. So I got the gold and made my way to the area that you can trade. And I almost died. While waiting for my trades, I managed my inventory and got way too many poles than I needed. I then used the same pie chart method I used earlier to find the fortress. I made my way over to the fortress and found a blaze spawner pretty quickly. I then used the stronghold ring thingy for blind traveling after going to the overworld. I slept and decided not to use triangulation as I wasn't too good at measuring the angles and I was on good enough pace to take the risk. I traveled using pearls for maximum speed and eventually I found the stronghold at the 21-minute mark. And after searching for a bit, I found the portal room and started dying to silverfish. So I placed a thankfully placed bed and died to a creeper in the most comic way possible. I thankfully didn't lose anything too important to the lava, so I crafted up my beds and went into the end. I set up the bed killing pillar and rearranged my inventory. And then I waited. I waited for what felt like hours until it finally happened. I had done it. I I actually did it. Now, even though it says 31 minutes, I rechecked the recording because I was manually controlling the timer and I didn't pause the timer sometimes when I was menuing, which is not a part of the total time. And I I actually did it after a week of trying, 54 attempts and getting sick in between and a lot of brain power. I had beaten Minecraft in under 30 minutes.